It may still be 90 degrees down here in Texas, but it's time to whip up a pot of my award-winning Texas chili. And if there's one thing for sure and two things for certain, it's that Texas chili doesn't have beans. You'll start with 1.5 pounds of beef. I'm using some chuck ribs, but chuck, brisket, or even ribeye will all work fine. You want to get it cubed up, then season it up with a little steak seasoning. Then throw a little beef tallow down in the bottom of your chili pot and get that beef in there to start browning down. In the meantime, you can chop your peppers. I'm using a poblano, a jalapeno, and a red bell pepper, and you just want to give them a good chop. If you're not afraid of a little heat, chop up some chipotle peppers too, but if you can't handle spice, just skip them. Now once your beef is browned, you can set it to the side and toss a diced white onion into the bottom of your pot. And be sure to use your spoon to scrape the bottom and get off all that flavor. When your onion's soft, you can toss in a couple pounds of ground beef. Once that beef starts to brown, toss in a tablespoon of tomato bouillon, aka tomato-flavored MSG. Then add as much garlic as your heart tells you need. Season it with onion powder, garlic powder, cumin, and a hefty dose of chili powder, and give it all a good mix. At this point, it should be looking like taco meat. Add about a tablespoon of tomato paste and toss in those chipotles if you're using them. Add the brown chuck back down into the pot, season it with salt and pepper to taste, and toss in those chopped peppers and give it all a good mix. Add a tablespoon of cocoa powder. It sounds weird, but trust me on this one. Then you can add 24 ounces of beef broth and a half a can of your favorite beer. Whatever you got in the fridge will work just fine. Give it another mix, then add the lid and drop the heat to low. You're gonna let it simmer for a few hours, giving it a mix every half hour or so. And remember, the longer it cooks, the better it's gonna taste. Once it's nice and thick, the chunks of chuck should be tender enough to shred apart, and you'll know it's done. You can plate it up, add your favorite toppings, and every Texan knows you gotta add some corn chips on top. And it's time to dig into this delicious, award-winning Texas-style chili.